Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We have another Denver Bronco update from day 2 of mandatory minicamp. Now, this is a 3-day practice. Tomorrow, we should get one more practice before they take a long break before training camp, okay? So, lock in. We got a couple of more videos to post for the Denver Broncos. And we're going to break down in this video everything you need to know about today's practice, the good, the bad, the ugly. The news, the notes, the updates, the highlights, everything. So before we dive into the video, I do ask one small little favor, and I want to start this video off like I always do, and I want to give credit where it is due, and that is with all of the Denver Broncos media members. You're going to see some names at the top of your screen, as well as some other ones. One of them I want to give a major shout out to is Denver Broncos, DNVR Broncos. Go follow them on X or Twitter. They post so many highlights and news and notes from practice, as well as Ryan Edwards as well. Go follow them, guys. You will not regret it. Now, with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk a little bit about today. Now, offense has been interesting. Bo Nix has looked extremely good. But one thing that we need to take note of is there's no Devon Vele. He has been really good throughout all of OTAs. Has probably been the biggest standout among anybody in Denver for the Broncos practices, right? Devon Vele, right? But he's not here as of right now. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong with Devon, but he's not here. And with that being said, other guys are getting opportunities to rep in with the first team offense. And one guy who has really stood out, Pat Bryant, really taking advantage of all these reps with the quarterback, Bo Nix, and even some with the backup unit in Jarrett Stidham as well. Now, in today's practice, he had a crazy touchdown on a corner route during a high red zone drill, and then he caught another touchdown from Jarrett Stidham during another red zone drill a little bit later in practice. So if you want to talk about one standout from today's practices, it has to be Pat Bryant. I mean, this dude is really locked and loaded. He's really getting better, improving each and every single day, and Sean Payton is obsessed with the potential that he brings almost right away. So that was one major talking point. Bo Nix has been extremely unstoppable during some of these practices. The first team offense was better today than it was yesterday, but the defense has been good overall. So all right, I would say the defense has looked extremely good. The offense at times looks unreal. And again, Bo Nix, when he's the quarterback, it's really tough to stop him. But the defense is ahead of the game, man. And that's to be expected. It's to be expected. The defense should always win early on. But once training camp gets here, you want to see more back and forth. You want to see offense win a day, defense win a day. Offense win a day, defense win a day. And hopefully that's what we'll see. Here's Bo Nix getting some completions out the backfield. We also saw J.K. Dobbins first day at practice today. Now, he wasn't specifically involved in practice. He didn't participate, but was here taking, part of practice. You probably expect him to be probably the backup running back behind RJ Harvey. Maybe not. Could switch. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think about that running back room right now. Here's another good one here by Courtland Sutton, obviously against air, but we're going 100% right. We're trying to get in and out of our breaks really quickly. We get a long dig, maybe a 15-yard dig route over the middle, low pass. Great job with the catch radius here by Courtland Sutton. Now, when you look at the future of this wide receiver room, I'm guessing that when Sutton's gone, you're going to see Devon Vele, who's probably going to be the next man up, and then Pat Bryant as your two outside wide receivers. Marvin Mims will be your slot underneath guy, gadget guy, get him open in space and watch him work. You also have Troy Franklin. Where do you think Troy Franklin kind of fits into this offense going into the season? Because I honestly have no idea. Another guy that's not at practice, A.T. Perry, has not been at practice as of late. Again, not too sure where he is or what's going on with A.T. Perry. Could be injury, could be maybe potential retirement. I'm not too sure. I haven't really heard anything from Sean Payton about A.T. Perry. So let me know if you guys have heard anything at all. Now, before we get any further into the video, do me a big favor. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so. But most importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And we will be covering the Denver Broncos throughout the entirety of mandatory minicamp today and tomorrow. They're going to take about a month off before they start training camp, but don't worry, we're going to cover that as well. And then it doesn't stop there. Preseason football, regular season football, breaking down all 22 coaches' film. We pretty much got you guys covered throughout everything. And again, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. If you guys want to unsubscribe at some point in time, you can do that as well. But with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the rest of today's video and the rest of day 2 of mandatory minicamp for the Denver Broncos. Here's a first look at J.K. Dobbins. I believe he is wearing number 27. Looks like 27 to me. I do want to also say Dondre Tillman has been huge, man. He's been so good. I know the film doesn't match up here. Now, he's been going up against the second-team offense in a lot of these opportunities, and he's been huge. And, you know, you can sit here all day and talk about this defensive line going into the season with Zach Allen, DJ Jones, and John Franklin Myers, but it's that edge group that really makes me confident going into next year. Jonathan Cooper, Nick Benito are your probably starting edges, right? But from there, not only do you have Jonah Ellis, a third-round pick of last year, you also have Dondre Tillman, who's looking extremely unstoppable. This edge group might be one of the best in football. Did just want to mention that really quickly before we talk a little bit more about J.K. Dobbins. I think I mentioned it actually. J.K. Dobbins was at practice, but he's not participating, was taking in some conditioning drills on the side. On the side field, so that was definitely something to take note of. Evan Ingram fitting in perfectly within this offense right now. That's something that I definitely took note of as well. Blake Watson not at practice. PJ Locke was dressed but didn't take any reps today. We talked about Bo Nix having a good day. Oh, K. Robinson, another guy. I can't even believe that I forgot to mention him, but he's another guy looking really good as a pass rusher. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but the Denver Broncos have, in my opinion, one of the most dynamic and versatile pass rushers in the NFL, and especially depth-wise. Now, last year, they ranked number 1. They were the best defense in football when it came to getting pressure on quarterbacks. I don't think that's changing. I don't think that's changing one bit. I think they'll still be one of the best defenses in football going into next year when it comes to getting to the quarterback. Look at how big Courtland Sutton looks, by the way. Dude looks massive. Also had a little bit more work from the tight end group. Here is Caleb Lawner. He's a 7th-round draft pick of this season. Obviously, you have Evan Ingram, Adam Trotman, former New Orleans Saint tight end, Nate Adkins, Lucas Kroll, and then Caden Lautner as well. So one of these guys are going to have to take over that number 2 job. I mean, it would probably be Adam Trotman, but you never really know. We'll see what Sean Payton likes. Obviously, Adam Trotman was back in New Orleans around that time, so we'll see who wins that number 2 job for tight end. Most likely going to be Adam Trotman. But let me know what you guys think overall. Who are you most excited for going into training camp in just a few months? Or maybe 6 weeks, I guess you could say. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications for more of these video updates throughout the entirety of the offseason. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in part 2 in just a couple of days. Maybe even tomorrow. Tomorrow I should see you for part 2. So see you guys then. Peace.